Hey, this Judgment Awaits with 3dayrespawn.com, and I've got the new map Overwatch for you, and I'm going to show you the map around it, and then I'm going to actually show you some gameplay from it towards the end, and I try to fit this all within 10 minutes. So I'm going to kind of hurry through here, but this map kind of has the feel of high-rise just because it's a high-rise, yeah, and hard hat just because of the construction, but also the nature and how it's built. It's basically circular with some wings, so kind of an easy map to get a feel for at first, but there are a lot of different approaches, a lot of different ways around and everything like that. Plus the two levels kind of changes things up, so it's pretty much different, yet you see a lot of similarities, I guess you could say. The map came out today, February 21st for, oh, there's Statue of Liberty. A lot of cool scenery in the background. I like this. But like I said, map comes out today, February 21st for Xbox Live Premium users. If you're a PlayStation Premium user or a PC Premium user, Elite Premium user, you're gonna have to wait another month to see this. So is that fair? No, I don't think so, but that's just the way it is. So sorry about your guys' luck. You know, I think it's kind of crummy, but that's just me. As far as if you're not a premium user, you're gonna have to wait till they release the first grouping of the maps, and I think that's going to be in March for Xbox users, and obviously then in April for PlayStation and PC users. So besides the actual map coming down, I think they added 5 prestige levels today. So you can, if you've already reached the 10th prestige, you can go do it again 5 more times. I'm nowhere close to getting to 10th, but I know I've seen a lot of people that are, so you'll have something to do. I guess they're looking for that. Now, if you are a PS3 or PC player, I believe February 28th is the day that you're going to get your first downloadable content drop. So check on that. Here's one of these cool bridges that reminds me of, like I said, on high rise, and you want to be careful because you can actually run off the edge of this. Now, normally people used to like to snipe from this, and you could actually do that on high rise, but I don't see that being the case here, and I know you're wondering what happens when you jump down here. Yeah, you die. So don't do that. Don't jump off anywhere. You're just going to end up dead. Now, from just running through this map, it feels like it's going to be an SMG assault rifle type of map. You know, there's not a lot of long lines of sight and places that I can see that are going to be too good for sniping. But I'm not a sniper, so maybe you're seeing something that I am not. So I'd expect to see, though, like I said, the SMGs and assault rifles primarily on this map. There's so many different corridors and different twists and turns and different approaches for different ways. You know, I think it's going to really benefit. You know, you'll probably see a lot of shotguns on this map. So a lot of people that like to run and gun, you're going to be happy with this map. And I think if you're a sniper, you're not going to be as happy. Though there are, like I said, some areas that possibly you could pull it off, not me. Campers, there's going to be a lot of places to sit behind and just watch people, and you know, I'm sure you're going to do well on this map as well. I get the feeling that a lot of people who like to jump and find cool spots, you know, that nobody else can jump to, are going to have fun exploring, you know, a fun time exploring this map. Now, I stink at doing that, so that's not going to be me. Other than that, I heard they're making some changes to Elite, and I'm wondering if you saw any. They were supposed to occur today, and it said something about changing the functionality of it. So I haven't really gotten in there to look and see if anything is different. If you know what they did or anything that's changing, let me know, though. Leave me a comment, and I'd appreciate it. As far as accessing this game type, you want to go, you know, find a match, click on the Elite section, and this will be mixed in just like the other maps were mixed in. So you're not going to see this map, you know, or have the choice to play this map every time. You'll have the Piazza and Liberation. I'm sure they're all weighted heavier, and I'm sure this will have the heaviest weight as far as turning up. But it's going to be mixed in with all the other maps as well. So, you know, just keep that in mind, that you probably, you know, take you a couple times before you actually get in to play this map. And that's why, you know, I played 4 games and I was only able to get into this one time. So Here's the gameplay from that one time. It's nothing great, but it'll give you a chance to see how the map plays initially and what people are doing, what people are using. So I'm going to run around with an SMG. I've got rapid fire and a silencer on this. I've got sleight of hand and hardline and probably sit rep or something like that for my third perk. So here's that middle corridor though, and I get a kind of a lucky shot shooting down there. This match was kind of frustrating because I kept getting shot from behind in it, and obviously I didn't right there, but you know, I don't know if you can believe this, but the spawns still need some work in this game, and I was getting, you know, I'd spawn and get knifed from behind, so very frustrating. You know, people are going to be using these half walls to kind of sit behind, so you know, that's a great tactic and it's going to work well, so just be aware of that. As far as kill streaks, I'm running the Predator missile, airstrike, and attack helicopter. I wouldn't recommend airstrikes on this map. There are just so many places to get under cover and everything. I usually make sure I have UAV on, and that probably would have been better. UAV, Predator, attack helicopter on this map. You know, UAV just helps you finding out where people are on a new map. And don't watch this. This is just ugly. Should have picked up my missile launcher and just shot it down there. But I waste pretty much all my ammo trying to drop that guy across the map there, and that was just ugly. So I apologize for that. So here I get my first airstrike, and I'm going to look for a place to drop it. Unfortunately, we don't have a UAV going, and I drop it on the side there. That was horrible. I should have angled it so it came in at least towards the inside, but obviously I don't get anybody with it. And here's a little trick. Don't run after somebody carrying a big rocket launcher. You're just not going to be able to see, and I get taken out. But luckily, one of that airstrike actually got me an assist, which counted towards a kill and earned my helicopter. But they shot my helicopter right down. I'm playing against a good group of people. You know, they shot down everything that I put up. So hats off to them. They just really worked. I don't know where that guy came from, but they just really worked well together as a team. And unfortunately, I think there was only one person on my team with a mic, so we really struggled to get anything going. And oh, there's a nice spot. So remember that spot. You're probably going to see people there. But as I was saying, though, they just played really well together. So hats off to them. And here I'm playing Ring Around the Rosie with a guy, and luckily I ended up getting him. Now coming up here, you're not going to see it long, but there are some areas that you could snipe across, like right across there. And I see a guy coming over here, so I'm going to try and move over here and catch him. But like I said, you know, there are a couple areas. Oh, and there's a guy sitting there. Oh, I hope that guy doesn't pick up that package. But there are some areas that you could, you know, like I said, snipe from there. I get a lucky double, and that's going to get me my helicopter, and I die right away. So that's probably about the extent of my good kill streaks that I get going. The rest I'm just going to get one kill, then die, 2 kills, then die, and I'm looking for a place for this airstrike. But once again, I don't get anything, and once again, they shoot down my helicopter right away. So, like I said, good team that we're playing against. As of right now, I was just playing by myself without any friends, and I always hate playing without friends just because, you know, I'm used to the guys I play with. I know what they're going to do. They know what I'm going to do, and it just makes the game a lot easier to play. Plus, you got people to talk to. And if you need some people to play with, make sure you make a post at 3dayrespawn.com. Check that out. That's the number 3 and then dayrespawn.com. There are a lot of cool people. Oh, there's one of those... I don't know what those things are. Recon drones. I'm going to try and shoot it down. But there are a lot of cool people that play Call of Duty and all the other games that I'm sure you play. So, you know, check it out. Come over and say hi to me. I go by Judgment there. Just Judgment, not Judgment Awaits. And I'd love to just talk to you and meet you and everything like that. I'm really surprised that guy just didn't run through and knife me. But there again, I get shot in the back. Seems like every time, shot in the back, shot in the back. Very frustrating. And it seemed like... You're going to see in this final kill cam, you know, I end up shooting this guy that comes at me, and, you know, when they played back the feed from it, because it was the final kill cam, it didn't even really show me shooting, so still frustrating. Here's what I'm talking about. I thought I nailed that guy first, but you know how that goes. But like I said, not the greatest gameplay, but I just wanted to show you how the map was playing and what it was like. So hope you like it. As always, take care and God bless, and I'd love to hear any comments that you have.